Hey guys, Johnny coming back at you. I want to talk to you about things are changing. Hoodies on, that means it's fall of the year. Leaves are falling, temperatures are falling, water temperatures falling. That means the fish are going to get a little bit more active, and there's just two simple rules as far as I'm concerned when it comes to fall fishing. Find the bait, keep moving. Find the bait, move, cover water. And so if you put the time in to find the bait and have the time to find the bait, that's great. If not, put that thing, that trolling motor in the water, put it on 4 or 5, put your foot on it and cover water. Eventually, more often than not, you will run across some fish, more often than not. And so with the things going the way they're going in the fall, you know, less is more. And so everybody's got the baits that they want to try in the fall, and I'm no different. And so my 6 baits that I'm going to use in the fall are really, really simple. My first bait on the deck of the boat is going to be a buzz bait. Right there she is. This is a Megabass. It's got a skirt on it. It's got the necktie for the trailer. If you don't want to put a trailer on it, that's fine. You can put a split tail on it, and I'll always throw my buzz bait with a trailer hook on it. 7.3 medium heavy Enigma HPT on 50-pound braid line, 7-to-3 gear ratio. Some guys go to 8. That's fine. Keep that bait moving, and you'll be good to go. And keeping with the covering water theme, you got to have a crankbait. This is on a square bill. We'll talk about the baits here in just a minute. Enigma Atomic 29 medium heavy composite rod, great rod, and 7-to-3 or 6-to-3 gear ratio reel, 12 to 15 pound test fluorocarbon. Now I said this is a square bill, and it obviously is, but you want to get the bait shallow. Square bill gets down to 4 or 5 foot. It says 6. That's on an extremely long cast, but if you're throwing a heavier line, it's not going to get that deep. But you want to keep this bait moving. Square bill, man's baby 1- or 1-, either one, or a wake bait, or a Rapala SR5. I have no problem throwing that SR5, that little bitty crankbait, on this get up. So keep that bait in contact with the bottom, keep it moving. Don't give them a chance to look at it. Just hit that reaction strike, move that bait quick. And then the next thing I'm going to have on for covering water is going to be on a 7.3 medium heavy rod with a 7-to-3 gear ratio, and that is a Pulse Fish Lures spinnerbait. This is a bait this one's 1/2 ounce double willow. Always throw one with a trailer hook, and this one just happens to be a Zoom split tail on it in Blue Glimmer. And so when this bait hits the water, let the color that you use be dictated by the watercolor. The water here is pretty clear. I can see down to 5-6 foot, so I want to use the color that they make and that's available, called Douglas Cherokee. It's a natural looking bait. It's good moving bait. Let that bait, when you throw it, it hits the water, it creates that little splash. Jerk that rod tip to get that bait moving, and a lot of times, that's when you will get your strike on that bait. Move that bait quick. If you're running by a piece of cover, get up to it, kill it, and let it drop. Oftentimes that's when your bait a strike will occur. And if you're running it down the bank, jerk that rod tip a little bit to break up the cadence and create some type of disturbance, and those fish will bite. Now, if that doesn't work, try this, and it will work a lot, and I've done it a lot. Throw that bait out there, a little bit deeper water, down to 10 foot. When I'm talking about fall fishing, shallow fish, that's 10 foot and less. Let that bait hit the bottom and wind up your slack and jerk that bait. I mean, rip it hard, and it's going to come up. It's going to get some attention. Wind up your slack. When that bait falls, fish will come up and hit it. Just rip that thing, let it fall to the bottom. Rip that thing and let it fall to the bottom, and you can catch fish. It's taxing. It will wear you out, but it will work. The next thing in keeping the bait moving, again, it's going to be on the same setup. 7.3 medium heavy rod, and that is a Pulse Fish Lures swim jig. This one is called White Lightning. I've got it teamed up with a True Bass swim bait in color called forget the color, Bass Whacker. And you can see it's very durable, and you're not going to have to change one out every time. And if you want to slow the bait down, if you're in grass, go to a Zoom Super Speed Crawl. You can see the flippers on it, and that'll slow it down, and that'll help you around a lot. Just keep that bait moving, and use that Alabama shake every now and then if you want to, and that's good stuff. So we got stuff moving right along here, and the number 5 on the list is going to be a Pulse Fish Lures 1/8 ounce. You can see the size of the head. It's just a little bitty tiny thing right there, and there's the lip on it. I've got it teamed up with a Zoom Tiny Fluke, match the hatch, 7'3" medium light rod with a fast tip, 10-pound braid to 8-pound fluorocarbon. And again, I said the theme was match the hatch, but sometimes when you run across some big balls of bait, huge balls of bait, you want something that's going to be a little bit different, and so don't be afraid to change the colors. You want to have a lure that when you come around a tree, a brush pile, a stump, a piling, a stick up, throw you a jig on it and match your hatches up, and you'll be fine to go. So those are my 6 baits for fall fishing. Hope this helps you. God bless you. Take care of yourself, and remember, God loves you, and so do I. Peace out.